click. It's not a receipt, not a coin, not a key. It's a small solid object, a mystery. For a second my mind is a blank, trying to place it. My thumb traces the edges, I slowly embrace it with my palm. And the wrapper is noisy, a crinkling sound that echoes and bounces and flies all around. In the quiet I pull it out into the light of my room, a tiny defense against all of the gloom. A single small candy, a butterscotch disc, a perfect translucent and beautiful risk. And the memory hits me, not a trickle, a flood, a chemical rush that is deep in my blood. This jacket, this candy, that day in the fall. Now I remember it all. We were walking through the park and the leaves were on fire. A funeral, a pie for the summer's desire. And you were laughing, your hand was in mine, a perfect cinematic and beautiful sign that we were forever. We were infinite then. It would never get colder, the world would not end. You bought them from a small corner store, the kind that doesn't exist in the city anymore. A whole bag of them, golden and bright. You said they were captured, condensed little bites of the afternoon sun that was warming our skin. And you slipped one right into my pocket, and then you leaned in and you whispered, for later my dear, for a time when the winter is finally here. The taste of that memory is so sharp and so sweet, the phantom sensation of a happy defeat. To the moment, the feeling of being so sure, a feeling my new jaded heart can't procure on its own anymore. I'm standing right here in my room in the gray, but my soul is a million miles distant, away in that park on that bench with the light in your eyes. A perfect, untouchable, beautiful lie, or a truth that just wasn't destined to last. And now I am holding this artifact here, a time-traveling vessel, a sweet solitaire for the person I was, for the person you were. The wrapper is faded, the letters are a blur. How long has it been here? A year, maybe two. A silent companion I never once knew was waiting right here in the dark and the lint. A patient small promise, a secret small hint of a day that was golden. And what do? Do I unwrap it now and just see this thing through? Let the butterscotch melt on my tongue and consume the last ghost of that golden perfume of the past. Or do I just save it? apartment, he's sniffing a spot on the ground, and she's looking up at the sky all around with a look on her face that is patient and tired. A story of duty and love has transpired in that one small moment. Then they're gone from my view. The bicycle messenger in bright garish blue, he weaves through the traffic, a fish in his dream, a high-stakes performer in a waking life dream. His legs are a blur and his back is so straight, a young fragile soldier defying his fate. With every near miss, with every sharp turn, a lesson in momentum I'll never quite learn. Then there's the couple who are walking so slow, they're not holding hands and they've nowhere to go. It would seem they are talking, but I see the space, the invisible wall that is built on each face. An argument's ghost is now walking with them, the sad silent requiem to a beautiful hymn. The cars are just beetles with hard, shiny shells. They're carrying secrets nobody will tell. The man in the Lexus is screaming on the phone. His face is all twisted, completely alone in his rage. And the beat-up truck right behind, a young woman is singing, and she doesn't mind that the traffic is stopped. She is tapping the wheel, a moment of joy that is perfectly real. I can't hear the song, but I see the release, a temporary, beautiful, personal piece. The sunlight is catching the dust on my pain, and it feels like I'm watching it all through a fine golden rain. The dramas are tiny, the stories are brief, a comedy, tragedy, joy, and a grief, all playing at once in 100 small acts, a beautiful chaos of undeniable facts. I am nothing to them, I am just a detail, a face in a window, impossibly pale and remote. They don't see me watching, they don't see me care, they're just living their lives in the afternoon air. And it's better this way, to be distant and high, to see all the feeling without knowing why, to not have to answer or comfort or mend, to be a spectator right up to the end. My own life is messy, a tangled up thread. My own heart is heavy with words left unsaid. But up here in my window, my problems all shrink. It gives me a beautiful new space to am not the main character. The city is sleeping, it's holding its breath, and the moon is a witness to a beautiful death of the daylight, the order, the rules, and the gray. The real world has ended at the close of the day, and this is the time when the other world starts. The kingdom of shadows, of secrets, of arts that don't hang in a gallery, don't have a price. A different new gospel, a roll of the dice. I walk through the alley This isn't just random, it's a deliberate dance of my wrist and my arm. A thick acid attack that is telling the silence there's no turning back. And as I am shaking,